Hey everyone, welcome back. This is DisturbingPuppet. So today we're going to continue our game of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War, playing as the Necrons. We've got the story mission final chapter going for the Necrons, so we're going to see what kind of progress we can make there. I guess we have to kill a Catan, if that's possible, so we'll see what happens with that. So I just spent about 45 minutes messing around with something online that wasn't working, so let's take out some frustration on some digital creatures and kill them. So I'm being attacked by Necrons, being controlled by the Catan, and supposedly there's a Catan as well, but I haven't seen it yet. I did a bunch of actions before I ended the last one, but I'm going to double check some things. I want to make sure I'm producing military units everywhere, because we've got Necron forces coming in and attacking us. We're doing okay for resources, so we can build stuff that's fine. And I may teleport some units back to my capital as well. So at this point in the game, what we've done is we've killed off the Space Marines, we've killed off the Orcs. The Imperial Guard are all that's left, and we kind of had them contained, but I wanted to do the story missions for the Necrons. Unfortunately, that has meant Necron invasion and Catan attacking us. So I do know this is kind of a weird time for me to be streaming, but hopefully people will find it. Check it out. So this is my capital. Yeah. So not looking great. So I'm being attacked by an obelisk, which I've been whittling down. It actually still has a lot of health. There's some Praetorians here. I've got my own Praetorians. I have a Transcendent Catan you can't really see because of the building blocking some units. I think I'm building some other stuff here, but I may want to teleport my Destroyer Lord back here. We'll kind of see. So I want to check all my cities and make sure I'm producing stuff. I do have a spot here free that I can make a another hero character, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Got one turn for the heavy destroyers, and then I can start building another Catan, maybe. I can speed things up using my influence, but this is also used for teleporting units to cities, so I may just use that to teleport some of my units out here. I just want to make sure everybody's building military units. We've got destroyers out here. This is still under my control. There's some Necrons running around out in this area somewhere. So the city's building Tomb Blades. The city doesn't have anything to construct anything with. Same with this city. Trying to even remember where all my cities are. I have too many, that's for sure. Most of my military units are here guarding this, which is the other objective is to protect this thing, but I haven't seen anything approaching. One more turn, we'll have a summoning corps, so I can start producing units here. I think I went ahead and moved everybody, but I am going to go ahead and I think at least teleport my Destroyer Lord, who's just monstrously powerful, back to my capital, depending on how much it costs. 40? Yeah, we can do 40. Let's go ahead and do that. Teleport! And then we can use him to also help take this thing out. I'm not sure if the Catan's going to show up here as well. This is where most of the forces showed up. As you can see, survive invasion is my current objective, and keep control of the control device. So right now I've got these guys surrounding it. I can't actually move this, so maybe I should move it towards a city. You guys building a shrine. My next biggest city where I can actually produce stuff. Well, they'll have a summoning corps soon. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. For right now, we'll just leave it, and we'll kind of maybe move it around a little bit later. I've got some units scouting around for some Imperial Guard, so these guys are kind of moving over. Imperial Guard had some scout forces out taking some of these that I don't have protected. But yeah, hopefully everything will go okay, depending on just how much. Oh, they're all the way up here. The Sentinels are approaching my other city. That's not nice. So I can only see these two units so far of the Necron force. We'll see what else shows up. Oh, that's something new. Oh, right into my city. That's crazy. He all of a sudden has artillery all over the place. I had him pretty well, the Imperial Guard player, pretty well contained before, and he was only sending out the occasional Scout Sentinel, which I was just then destroying. We've got all kinds of stuff here. Basilisk attacked warriors. Okay, sure. Unit discovered, Basilisk. Long-range artillery tank unit. When the Imperial Guard go to war, they march to the thunderous reports of batteries of Basilisk, whose guns can flatten cities and end worlds. Instantly recognizable for the long, looming barrel of its Earthshaker cannon, the Basilisk boasts a prodigious range. What is the range? We've got heavy bolters, and the Earthshaker cannon, range 2 to 6. Wow. Doomsday Arc. I can actually build these, but I haven't. I think they're kind of anti-infantry. Self-great energy cannon, raw residual power, is vastly destructive, then a single shot can turn the tide about. So that's an enemy one. Approaching that city. That's not great. Not great at all. Heavy destroyers captured this from me, so there are some enemy heavy destroyer Necrons running around out here. That's not helpful either. So my unit attacked the Sentinels. My guy shot at the Basilisk. The rest of this is city stuff. So let's go ahead and do military things first. Basilisk here is definitely a problem. I've got one unit of heavy destroyers out here. I kind of sent these guys to scout out for the Scout Sentinel to take it out. But we found a Basilisk, and that's a little bit more problematic. Actually, there's a couple Basilisks here, so that's definitely problematic. I may have to move more units over to deal with the Imperial Guard. Alright, up here we've got these guys in the city, so let's go ahead and just nuke them. Health is down to 7. I don't know if I'll be able to finish them off with the Tomb Blades, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, should be able to. So much for your scouts. Yeah, the Imperial Guard I think I can handle. It's the other Necron force that I'm a lot more concerned about, especially if there's a Catan with them. I'm not sure exactly how crazy that's going to be to try to fight. I guess we can see how well the Devastators can do against the Basilisk. Actually, quite well. They're pretty much designed to be anti-infantry. I'm hoping that my warriors here can finish this unit off, at least. Gonna move up to do more damage, but it's still not enough. I need more concentration of firepower. Splitting guys up is not the greatest thing. I can make them heal a bit, but it's going to cost me quite a lot of influence, actually. If I don't, they're probably going to die. But, oh well. So let's start moving our other forces up into this area. We may end up fighting the Imperial Guard and the Necron forces at the same time, which is not great, but could be worse, I guess. Alright, where can you go? I want to keep this protected. Oh, I didn't even notice that we've got Praetorians here as well. That's definitely problematic. I'm already splitting up my units way more than I'm comfortable with here. How much damage did I do there? It looked like 0.6, but I'm pretty sure it was higher than that. It was 6. It looked like 0.6. These guys can jink. So we'll see. Could do decent damage here. I'll go ahead and jink with them and then that will allow them to have some resistance to ranged attacks. And my Cryptek can heal them if I get close enough, so we'll do that. I said my Cryptek can heal them if we get close enough. Just like that. Okay, so we're already splitting up here way more than I'm comfortable with. You can't summon any Praetorians yet. Next turn we can do that. I've got somebody out here. Yeah, I sent these two blades this direction, kind of looking to track down the destroyers that are now all the way up there, apparently. I don't think they can take an Annihilation or Doomsday Arc by themselves. Let's try to sneak around here. If we get in range where the city's fighting him, then I can maybe jump him with those guys as well. Who else do I have left? Just the forces up here, it looks like. Got my destroyers, and we can actually shoot from here, so we'll do that. And these Praetorians are moving off, it looks like, and I'm not sure why. Just going to maximize my firepower, trying to do as much damage to this thing as I can. Still has a lot of health left, 69. Where can I get my Destroyer Lord? I should have moved these guys. Maybe I could have moved the Destroyer Lord into that position. I may need to move him out instead. My Transcendent Catan. I don't want to put him in a really dangerous position, but he's fairly tough, so I'm hoping he can take it. Hoping, anyway. Actually, he's already taken quite a bit. Got 24 health. I might want to heal him up, actually. It's only 6, but that's better than nothing. And hopefully I can get, Destroyer Lord in here, and he can do some damage. 16 is the estimate. What else can I do? Let's activate Reaper. I guess we have to 21. Yeah, he's crazy strong and powerful. Do you have a level up? I do have a level up. Void Strike is fine. I mainly produced the Lord because I can produce Praetorian Guard with them, so that was the main reason I grabbed a Lord and then gave him that skill initially, and why I'm building another Lord. I could throw him down into combat here, but that's probably not the greatest of ideas. He'll get shot coming in. It may draw some fire away from the Catan, my Catan, anyway. Just used all my abilities. Everyone there is attacked, except for the Lord. I can't get him to the obelisk. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold the Lord in reserve. I'm going to actually move him out of the city a little bit, so next turn we can maybe totally surround the obelisk if these guys don't come up to assist. So my capital finished the destroyers, so we've got a spot available. What else am I building? Shelters, a Lord, and Tomb Blades. Let's work on another Transcendent Catan. I don't even have enough. It takes 200.5 to pump him out immediately. I'm not sure if that'll decrease as I get closer to the turn limit, or if it's always going to be the same. I guess we'll find out. Maybe I should build something faster than that, but we'll stick with that. 1 turn for the archives, 2 turns for heavy destroyers up here. My next city, we were building the shrine, we built the tomb blades. They can only build vehicles. It's annihilation barge. That's the same thing I'm seeing up here, right? I'm looking in the wrong place. Over here. Somewhere. There we go. Doomsday Arc. Actually, it's different. It's a higher level thing, which I haven't researched. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so I guess we'll just pump out another Tomb Blade. The city can't produce any units. They're working on what? A shrine. You guys are working on a shrine. Alright, you finished the summoning core down here. I don't have the resources to make anything down here, it looks like. Why is that? I'm out of space, that's why, okay. We need another tile, that's what we need. Just for ease, we'll grab one that I can throw 3 on without having to do anything else. And we'll work on... I'd like the destroyers, but they're going to take a little while. 10 turns. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. That'll work. So we produced the core, built the heavy destroyers up there, built the tomb blades there, population increased. Wonderful. Let's keep an eye here, and we'll hit the next turn. Hopefully my Catan will survive. Of course, it's going to jump around anyway. Whoa, right into my city. I got Imperial Guard all over the place. I don't know why the Imperial Guard suddenly seem to have this huge army. Maybe I should have just killed them off. Well, that city is in trouble. Still enemy turn. That went on a really long time. So we've got, yeah, Necrons all over the place. I should have waited, I guess, before activating the thingy down here. What is it called? The Vol Control Device. I should have waited before activating it, because now everything has gone really bad all at once. And the Imperial Guard suddenly have tons of troops as well. Alright. Obelisk attacked the Transcendent Catan for 24 damage. Wow. Still alive, just barely. I'm glad I healed him up last turn. Praetorians captured space out there. Basilisk attacked my warriors. Doomsday Arc attacked the city. Discovered the Scarabs. I already know about the Scarabs. I was making them earlier. That's fine. The Destroyers attacked the Royal Court. Doomsday Arc attacked the Royal Court. The Royal Court is pretty beat up already. That's not great. Well, maybe completing the Necron story missions, I should have waited and built up my armies more before continuing. I didn't expect that the next step would suddenly be fight a Catan and a giant invasion. So, I guess down here, what do we have? Just the Praetorians. Warriors here got wiped out. I really do want to finish off this Basilisk, but if I leave these guys down here, everyone else is going to attack them and probably kill them. I really want to kill that Basilisk, though. Okay, you can make Praetorians, so let's do that. Put the armor up on everything adjacent, since I can't move. Might as well. If I jump you, no, you can't reach. I think they only can attack at range 1. Yeah, it looks like it. So I can't get in range of these guys. There's nothing else around. Just do what we can. And they might be able to finish them off. All right. Healing again, 80. Burning through way too much of my influence here really quickly. And that is a problem. What I can do is go ahead and put the chronometron on them, which will prevent some damage. Hopefully nothing else shows up from this direction to attack them. Hopefully they'll heal up. Hopefully. He can't do anything, right? Movement's gone, action's gone. Okay, I guess here I really do want to kill that basilisk, but we're going to go ahead and pull back. The control device can stay there. I didn't build any units this turn. I'm going to have to pull the Transcendent Catan out of rotation here if I can. Let's see what kind of damage we can do to this thing first. Almost got it dead. So they should probably be able to kill it. There we go. Health. We'll move him back into the city if we can. Let him heal up a bit before we send him out again. I don't know why my movement is so incredibly short for these guys. Even jet charge, I can't get out of here. That's weird. They're just moving on further down south, kind of surprising. Gonna bunch everybody up there. Oh, look who I see. Wipe this unit out before it gets a chance to heal up. That was a Primaris Psyker, I think, for the Imperial Guard. Yeah. So at least all the Necrons that are out here might also be fighting the Imperial Guard a little bit. I guess that's a positive or something. This city is kind of in trouble. We've already done some damage to the Doomsday Ark, so let's keep working on it. Is it down to 18? 8 armor. I know these guys have some armor penetration. 2 armor penetration, so it's not great. I can jink if I go in. I won't get shot going in. Let's give it a shot here. See how much we can do. That's quite a bit. So this is one of my higher level units. I'm going to go ahead and jink with them and just hope that they can survive. I'm not positive they'll be able to, though. It depends on how much he focuses with his other units on the center of the city, or if he sends everything after these guys. What does it say is left? Yeah, just this unit. And they're not going to move. Alright, my capital. We can actually build something in the city. What do we need? Energy's actually getting low. That's in the negative. Loyalty's in the negative again. Where do I even have spots to build? Just one here, I think. So that's ore or influence. Influence would be good too, because I'm burning a lot of it to try to build units faster and stuff. The loyalty is going to be a big drag on that as well. Minus 30 from the city count, minus 21 from the population. Yeah, not great. Yeah, overall my energy is pretty good, so even though this city is down a little bit, that's fine. So I'm thinking either a Baroque Shrine to help my loyalty. Yeah, that's probably the best thing I can do, really. Something for influence would also be nice, one of the stelae, but I'm going to focus on the loyalty issues first. Out here, they also did something in the city. Must have finished the archive. So I've got a couple spots here that says increased production. Overall, this city's actually doing pretty well, except for the Annihilation Barge right outside the city, I guess. Yeah, that's not great. Another Annihilation Barge. Yeah, it doesn't make me happy. What do we want to do here? We're working on heavy destroyers. Maybe here we'll produce a stele. Where is that? Stele. So this will increase my influence that I'm getting. So let's go ahead and do that. You're set, building a shrine and 2 blades. Hierarchon. Kind of a little tiny city here, but not under threat at the moment. Loyalty would be nice. I've got 1 spot available here. It's extra research. Research wouldn't be terrible either. Their loyalty is kind of crummy. We'll go ahead and build a shrine, because why not? I'm just spamming shrines to kind of deal with my loyalty issues. So they're set. And out here, we're working on a shrine. I know that'll take a while. Health here. Down to 45. Hoping they can survive the turn, the attacks. So shelters were built there. Built the Forbidden Archive. Built the Baroque Shrine. Population increase. Population increase. Population increase. Population increase. Population increase. So yeah, a little worried about this city here, actually. So let's center it here. Not that it necessarily stays where I want it. Going for my city. Didn't get killed, though. Or down to 1 health, though. Yeah, that's really not good. So the Scarabs attacked and did some damage. Basilisks attacked Tomb Blades, so You can see me from somewhere. And they attacked the royal court. Wonderful. Alright, I know these guys should be able to finish them off, so let's do that. The destroyers I can't see anymore. The city's in a lot of trouble. Wipe out the scarabs, though. But yeah, if those destroyers are still out here, all they have to do is just shoot once, and this city's probably toast. Oh, they're up to 9. Yeah, I don't know if that's enough to survive. I'm not seeing anything else in this vicinity where I have the control device. I've got a couple of groups of Praetorians here. Enemy Praetorians here, enemy Praetorians here. So even if I sally forth from here, I've got these guys to deal with already. That doesn't help much. Take a look and see if we can see anything else. Nope. Alright, we'll retake that. We can go ahead and do armor. Get a couple of units on these guys, so we'll go ahead and do that. Can't jink, but that's okay. Everybody else is pretty slow. Catan is still at 12. I might want to leave him in the city just to heal up a bit more. What's the range on these? Range 2, range 2. Yeah, for now I'm going to leave him in the city, hoping he'll heal up a bit more. Yeah, it's tempting just to grab this because there's probably nothing there. It's tempting to try to go down to deal with the basilisks and stuff, but if he's got a lot of them around, it's not going to do me much good. These guys, if I go next to them, will attack me, will probably kill me. I can take a shot from range, or I can kind of hang out. Let's go in the city, we'll heal up a little bit more that way. Trying to focus on concentrating my firepower as much as possible. Don't think there's anything else in this area. I don't see anything. That's one thing in this game, it's a little hard to spot stuff. I mean, I can zoom out like this and look around, but it's still kind of hard to spot enemy units sometimes. If you zoom way in, it's also hard to spot them. You know, probably need to help out this city if we can. I'm not sure if it's going to survive another turn, though. It's kind of far away. These guys are pretty fast, but they're also banged up. I don't want them to run into enemies if possible. So we'll just retake what's been stolen from us. Go ahead and, just in case, put the chronometron on them in case anything shows up out of nowhere. Give them some additional protection. Okay, I know there's units out here because this was mine and has been taken away from me. I think it's also destroyers. Just take a quick peek. Don't see anything. Don't see anything. It doesn't mean there's nothing there. That's all we did. We produced heavy destroyers last turn. Took a little while, though. 4 turns or 5 turns. Go with another heavy destroyer unit, I guess. Who's left? Oh yeah, you can sit tight. I'll just have you heal up. Let me actually move you over. And we'll call that good. We'll keep an eye on the city here that's pretty banged up. Or not. More scarabs all over the place. Okay, we've got enemy scarabs here. I know we saw something else around. Primaris Psyker, at least that's where we last saw him. The Praetorians down here took off. Somewhere, yeah, up here we've got another Annihilation Barge moving into my city. Unfortunately, the city terrain blocks line of sight, so I can't actually shoot with my capital defenses at this unless it moves directly adjacent to me. And we've also got the Praetorians there, so we might want to head that way to help out. Fighting in too many different directions at the same time here. I'm not really enjoying that very much. Why is this icon here? I'm not sure. I'm kind of afraid if I move maybe the control device there, the enemy Catan's going to pop up at that point. So, yeah, we'll not do that right now. That seems like a good idea. This city actually survived, didn't get destroyed. Still only 9 health, though. So just light up the scarabs. The scarabs showing up mean there could be spiders kind of hiding out somewhere, pumping them out, because the spider units are the ones that produce the scarabs. Possible, but I'm not sure. Scout a little bit. Of course, we see nothing. Jumping doesn't really help us move that far. Be nice if I could actually center all my military units in one place, maybe around my capital. But I'm trying to kind of save all my cities at the same time. Maybe that's not what I should be doing. Well, let's kind of throw everybody together here. Chronometron on my lord here. And you can see pretty far, so yeah, I can see those guys. These scout sentinels looking for me, probably. I don't see the Praetorians. They must be somewhere in the forest here, because that blocks line of sight pretty well. I think we need to chase down these Praetorians and go after this arc over here. 'Tis what I'm thinking. Well, my movement seems really slow in this area, like slower than it was before. I'm not sure why. I can't quite reach these guys. Even if I do my jet charge, I can't actually reach them, which is kind of surprising. Damage reduction if flies across obstacles, so 30% invulnerable damage reduction, so I could jump over there and just have a turn where I can't get hurt that much. Take a look, see if we see anything else. Yeah, it's like just the Praetorian and then the Doomsday Arc here, or Annihilation Barge. Yeah, I keep confused. I haven't built that many of these. These are the lower level ones that are anti-infantry. The other one I hadn't seen before, the Barge, Annihilation Barge. Alright, we'll go for concentration of firepower here. I'm still only at 12 health. Everything I have is 2 range, so I can't actually attack them even if I move up. So stay in the city for now and hope I actually heal up. I don't know why I'm not healing. Let's go ahead and take this thing on directly, I guess. A little bit of damage. It's anti-infantry and I'm anti-vehicle, so hopefully I'll come out okay in this exchange, as long as nothing else shows up. So if these guys also come in, I might have a problem. If we can take them out here, it should be okay. So I just want to check and make sure everything seems to be working. Okay. Yeah, this is going okay. It could be a lot worse. That's the cue for things to get a lot worse. That was a whole bunch of military units there somewhere. Necrons somewhere running around in a couple of units. Don't like the Imperial Guard running amok here as well. So Knight and Barge attacked the heavy destroyers, did some damage. My Tomb Blades did some damage to the Scarabs. Everything else is city stuff. Where did we see... There's 2 units running around. Is it up here? I'm not sure if it was there or not. Catan's still only at 12 health. I don't know why he's not recovering health. Maybe he has different rules for him for recovery than the other infantry units. Even being in the city, he's not recovering health, so that's kind of stress for me. If I could only heal him with Necrodermis repairs, that's going to be kind of costly. I've got enough. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get him up to 20. Hopefully he's going to heal up with time, but doesn't seem like it. How far can you make it? Yeah, look who we found. Thankfully, he is just insanely tough and heals constantly because of the items and things that I have him. Even being adjacent to them, they'll now take additional damage. How much damage can I do? 7.1, 7.1. Who can I get more guys to attack? Either one. Actually, I can attack with a couple of units. I can make a unit of Praetorians here as well, so we'll make them close to the enemy, and we can just send them in to fight. Choppy choppy. Can send in the Catan as well. He should be able to finish them off. We've got a level up here, so let's level up. Armor seems reasonable. Actually pretty resilient against melee attacks, it looks like. I'm just trying to concentrate my firepower, do as much damage as I can to wipe out units. Far better to wipe them out than to just do some damage to a bunch of different units. And I'm also going to jink with them. So up here, you guys are kind of banged up. Healing's another 80. Actually, I'm down to only 17 influence a turn now. I think I'm building a stele somewhere, but I should build some more for sure. It's really tempting to heal them up first because they'll do more damage, I think, as well. 6.3, 15. Yeah, so now 12.5. So I can still see the Primaris guy because he hasn't actually grabbed the ore field that I control here yet. I don't know why. I know that there's artillery and stuff around. Oh, look what we found! It's another obelisk. But actually it looks like it's kind of focused on the Imperial Guard at the moment. I know they've got other units around. He hasn't taken any damage yet, which is kind of weird. He might just come right through towards my city here, though. I'm hoping the Imperial Guard might end up fighting him. I'd be totally fine with that. So I don't really want to run into the Imperial Guard to distract them or bring them back my way. Keep focusing on the Necrons. The bad Necrons. I'm the good Necrons, right? Or something. The blue Necrons versus the gray Necrons. So let's put a little defensive force around this control device. We'll put the chronometron on the Lord in front. Lord in front will activate his armor. Because why not? Nothing super close, but the Imperial Guard might come this direction. I'm hoping they're going to end up fighting this, what is it, obelisk. I'm hoping. Alright, cities. You acquired a tile. So your situation is very bad, loyalty. We are working on destroyers. The tile we picked up just has an energy bonus. I guess we'll go with a shrine. Got a population increase, everything's set there, that's fine. Population increase, everything's set here, that's fine. Population increase, and they're just working on a shrine. That was my city that got hammered. I know I looked earlier. 25, okay, it should be okay. Maybe. We'll see. Who's left? Let's take a look, see if we spot anything. Nope. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, that's really not great. I can't jink with them either. City can hit them. Not enough damage. They can't get far enough up to help, unfortunately. So we're going to lose that level 9 unit up here, most likely. That's very disappointing. And they're going to sit tight, take a shot, anything comes near them. More heavy destroyers! Ah, where did that come from? It's just non-stop destruction. So it looks like he is engaging the Imperial Guard. Yeah, where did this giant thing come from? It just materialized out of nowhere. Heavy destroyers attack the Royal Court. Oh, I've got more heavy destroyers coming down. Praetorians attacked Tomb Blades. Okay, Praetorians captured my ore. That's unfortunate. Well, Court attacked Obelisk. Where did the Obelisk come from? Where did all this stuff come from? I keep having obelisks like materializing out of nowhere, and annihilation arcs and stuff. It's crazy. The destroyers killed the Tomb Blades. My Tomb Blades are dead. Scarabs attacked. Where did they come from? I just wiped out a unit there, didn't I? No, that's the same unit I was fighting before. Barge attacked the heavy destroyers, a little bit of damage. Obelisk attacked the Royal Court. Wonderful. Arc attacked heavy destroyers. Arc attacked heavy destroyers. So much bullcrap. Units appearing out of nowhere. I call shenanigans. We can't quite make a unit yet with these guys. Let's pull this back a little bit. Do what damage we can here to this Doomsday Arc. So let's heal up the other heavy destroyers, get them back to full, and they can take a shot. Let's see how much damage my Lord can do here. So that's 5.1, Void Strike, should kill it. Kapow! Good job. So we've got a level up there. We have Solar Pulse. Reduces accuracy enemy units in the area. Mind Shackle Scarabs. I had this on my Cryptek before, but I never had a valid target for it, so I'm not sure what the deal is with it. Minus 50% circumstantial melee damage. Let's go Solar Pulse, I guess. We'll try it out, since I tried the other ability before. That's everybody there. Yeah, I'm hoping the Imperial Guard continue fighting this thing. That'll make me happy. So this city's in trouble. We already lost one Tomb Blade. I guess we'll send up another one. But but they are definitely in danger. Ten health. Yeah, they're probably going to die this turn. Lose the whole city, unfortunately. No more unit production this turn, unfortunately. Oh, I wanted to check, actually. Is this cheaper now? It is cheaper, but I don't have enough resources. I could jink with them. I'm not sure if it's necessary. I think there's Praetorians out here. These are melee attackers, so it won't help against them. So I'm going to hold on. I'll do it anyway, just in case the Praetorians come for me. Let's wipe these guys out. Everyone else can move in to help. Slaughter this thing. But unfortunately we have this giant obelisk parked inside the city as well. That's a minor problem. Like, it doesn't even notice that I just attacked it. Got a range of 2. Let's move away a little bit. Yeah, the city blocks the range shots so much that I'm actually going to pull these guys down. Just to focus on wiping out units. Scatter myself a little bit. Yeah, these Tomb Blades are kind of trashed. So I don't really want to throw them into combat here quite yet. Move them into the city and see if maybe they'll repair faster that way. I'm not sure that works, but I'll give it a shot. Wasn't working on the Catan, I don't know why. Maybe he's special, that's why. He's a special person. So that's everybody, I think. So this city is really the only one in danger of getting destroyed. Try to keep an eye on things, or not. I'm having slavers in my town too, all of a sudden. Oh, there goes my city. Alright, so he was firing this way, so the obelisk must be somewhere out here. That's good. So heavy destroyers attack the royal court, blew up my city. Obelisk attacked the royal court, did some damage. Heavy destroyers wiped out my royal court. Great. Now I'm actually running a negative on my ore production. And they produced a stele up here. So this is my only city space. What do I have? I've got a spot here for production. Got a spot here for energy ore production. Guess let's make another quarry to kind of help make up for the city we just lost. Just kind of looking around before we start taking action. I kind of want to stay away from these guys. Hopefully they'll just keep engaging. I still have this icon here, and I'm not sure what that means. I'm kind of afraid to actually move the control device there in case it does summon a Catan right there, which I'm assuming is going to be like an insanely powerful unit. I'd like to take on the weak unit here, but I can't get around in a position where I can take a shot. If I'm here, the other Imperial Ruins should probably block the shot. Not sure from here, but I would get shot at. Well, actually they attacked this turn, so probably not. At range, I don't know if I can do enough damage, though, to finish them off. I'm probably better off just concentrating my firepower elsewhere. So if I am supposed to get the control device here, I should probably hang out in this area. This I definitely need to keep control of because this gives my units additional health, so that's part of why I'm hanging out in this area. So as long as I have control of this, all my units have, I think, at least +1 health. So I don't want to lose this. So I think I'm just going to keep this force just kind of centered around the control device and hoping we can maintain control of it. We can produce another unit of Praetorians, so we'll do that. They're all full health, so we don't need to heal them up or anything. I can do the Chronometron every turn, so I might as well just buff somebody. I'd like to get a peek at what's happening here, but I don't really want to draw the Imperial Guard's attention. Try to sneak up in the woods here. Just to see what we can see. Right, now we've got the obelisk to worry about that's parked in my other city. This is my second city that I ever founded, so it's a bit older, should be a bit tougher, hopefully. Looks like the enslavers might even be attacking it. I don't know why, but sure, help me out. That's fine. Help me. Anything else around? We killed the scarabs that were there. There's something out here, that's for sure, though. Splitting up a little bit. We'll do the armor, help these guys out, and then maybe we'll scout them. The forest and the ruins here really do block my view, unfortunately. So they're up to 7. Can redirect them down here. Jumping doesn't help me much. I swear he is not healing at all. I'm not sure for his abilities if it needs line of sight. I'm going to experiment and see if we can use something. So this I must need line of sight. So I've got no valid targets. This is sort of an area of effect, so it doesn't need line of sight. Not a lot of damage, but something. Yeah, these guys can also tight, I guess. He's just hanging out on the edge of my territory, I don't know why. Okay. That could have been a whole lot worse. Obelisk attack the Royal Court. Fine. They're getting banged up, but they're okay. Heavy destroyers took that away from me. I'm not surprised. Everything else is production, which we'll look at a little bit later. So I know there's 2 heavy destroyer units up here. So if I go that way, I want to go there in force. Just gonna creep forward here. Actually, we don't see anything. That's kind of surprising. Yeah, I'm happy with the obelisk fighting the Imperial Guard. That makes me a little happy. So we've got Praetorians down here. We've got quite a bit of forces in the area that we can direct their way. So maybe we'll pay them a little visit. Yeah, nobody's got a jink, so I'm not going to move adjacent. If I could jink first and then move adjacent, I would. Going to retake my ore field. Oh, I've got a new unit available too. And a new lord, so we'll level him up. I want to give him the ability to summon Praetorians. I guess we'll go Void Strike as well, or is it just the one? I don't know, something weird's going on. There we go. How far can you get? Not that far. Okay, this thing's health is down to 59. My city's health is down to 52. So try to kill this thing if possible. Probably not this turn, though. Pending. Well, I can get adjacent. Let's go ahead and do that. So melee attack should kill him off. Do that. And wiping out a unit should increase his health. Yeah, up to 25. Yeah, we can't do that yet. Not this turn. Okay, just was being picky about what I was doing there for leveling him up. Okay. So we can still see the scout sentinels here, but we can't see anything else, so I'm hoping that's keeping them busy. And these guys, we're just going to sit tight. I want to keep protection of this. Still not sure if I'm supposed to actually take that there, but if we get things under control and I can get some more forces down here, then we might try that. Okay, produced a lord. We already saw that. Also produced tomb blades up here. So let's work on another tomb blade. I don't actually have the resources. It's the influence that I need more of for lords. Only +8 a turn now. Hemorrhaging ore like crazy all of a sudden. Built a Baroque shrine. Loyalty's still kind of bad in this city. That's a research position. Build a quarry just kind of help out the ore situation at the moment. Losing that city really lost me a lot of resources, unfortunately. Population increased here, that's fine. Yeah, these guys we're just going to have sit tight. Getting close to kind of the end of the time I was probably planning on finishing this up. He's still fighting Imperial Guard. Finally finished our research. Seismic Assault. Grants Transcendent Catan and Tesseract Vaults the ability to perform a devastating strike down. Stone fractures and ores flash burn into silvered steam as a Catan shard drags up tides of magma from deep below. Cool. So now we've got new research we can do. Losing that city lost us some research points per turn, unfortunately. So we've got reduced cost for rapid rise. I don't have the units this applies to. Doomsday Arc, I could go ahead and research, since I've destroyed 1 or 2 of those here recently. 6 turns. Yeah, my research is taking a hit because of losing that city. 8 turns is kind of long for anything. Yeah, this was a lot faster before we lost that city. Got aircraft building, monoliths, stalkers, a bunch of military units I can research to build. I'm just looking at anything that might increase my production. It's reducing costs for things. This might be good as well, because this does affect the Transcendent Catan and Tomb Blades. I've got quite a few Tomb Blades, and I can produce a lot of Tomb Blades. Let's do that just to help the units I already have, instead of trying to research new ones at the moment. Premier Psyker took that away from me. That's not great. This is all city stuff. So, military forces. Did anything new just suddenly appear? So the Praetorians here left. We've got Scarabs here all of a sudden. I'd like to actually buy him something to help him out. Actually, he's not a leader. I can't buy him stuff. I have a bunch of heroes I can buy stuff for, but I don't actually have any influence anymore. Been using it all to heal stuff up. I could go ahead and try to wipe out the enslavers just because they're sort of in the way. I'm just kind of looking for any new units that I haven't seen. If I want to go after those heavy destroyers, I should probably do it in force. This is a new unit here, these Praetorians, all of a sudden. Where did they come from? I don't know if they're actually just appearing on the edge of the map or what. As far as this invasion goes, it's kind of weird. Let's see, there's nothing else around. Go ahead and link these guys up. We'll try to wipe this out, and then maybe we'll go after those heavy destroyers that are up there. Sort of the plan. Pow kapow. These guys are down to 10. I don't think my Cryptek can take them. I could go down and cause some problems for them, but I'm probably better off keeping him back to heal and put some damage reduction on my own units. So that's what we'll do. Okay, these guys can jink, so we'll go ahead and do that. Well, look, it's another obelisk. Jeez. Getting sick of these obelisks just appearing out of nowhere. The slavers are close. We'll try to wipe them out. If we can kill them off, maybe we'll get some extra health. Maybe. with the Transcendent Catan. That's kind of the idea anyway. So we can do Seismic Assault. Armor penetration is 2. Damage is 3.6. Got the Thunderbolt. Armor penetration is 8. Nice. So that will kill them. That should kill them. Alright, kill off the enslavers. Did that help my health? No, just experience. Oh well. Alright, you're moving up. You're going to give everybody some armor. Got enemy scarabs here, but the more pressing issue is going to be this obelisk down here. Okay, so they did take control of this artifact. So I'm going to take it back. I can't remember what it is, but invulnerable. I'm not sure. I don't remember what that does. It's been a while since I've seen that. But it sounds good. We definitely want it. It sounds good. So there's the Praetorians that ran away before, so we've got a pretty big force probably heading for this unfortunate little city here. So I guess we'll have to do something about that. He's kind of stuck in the back here, unfortunately. Trying to make an opening to see if I had enough movement to get to here, but nope. Alright, city-wise, population increased, fine, population increased, population increased, population increased, that's it. So everyone's still working on stuff. That is unfortunate. I was hoping to get a bit further in the war here today, but that's about all the time that I have, unfortunately. It's going okay. We've lost one city, which has kind of had a big impact on my influence, research, and ore production. It was kind of a smaller city, so it's not a huge deal. We're doing okay in the war. We're kind of wiping out units as they show up. But stuff just keeps coming. I don't know how long this is going to go on for. It's getting a little excessive. I've got a couple good forces built up. These guys kind of protecting the capital from this direction. These guys cleared out this area and are doing all right. And then we've got the force down here protecting the actual control device itself. And so far, we're holding on. So tomorrow I should be playing some more. I know it's kind of a weird time today, but I had a little bit, wanted to get back to the game. So I do appreciate you checking it out, and hopefully I'll see you next time. If you're interested in any earlier streams of this or any other games that I've played, you can check out older streams on my YouTube channel, which is also DisturbingPuppet. That's one word. It's over on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good one. And actually, before I do anything else, I'm going to save it, because sometimes weird things happen when I stop streaming. What's the oldest one? Go to that one and overwrite it. All right, yeah, thanks. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good one.